Greetings everyone, this is Dowdark and this is a Spotlight on Community video, a chance for us to shine a light on some of the many different events Warmachine and Hordes communities participate in. This video is address a new annual event in Northern Virginia area. This event's being hosted by the Nova Nomads and is called Feat of Service to benefit the Wounded Warriors Project. The event is going to be held June 7th, 2014 at Huzzah Hobbies in Ashburn, Virginia. The Nova Nomads Feat of Service draws on the new spell draft format for Privateer Press and combines it with elements of Who's the Boss rules to create a unique design experience where you craft a model and customize a spell list and battle your way to victory, camaraderie, and prizes. The proceeds from the event will benefit the Wounded Warriors Project. The Feat of Service is not a tournament. Instead, it's a day of open gaming similar to a Privateer Press. All participants will strive towards a shared goal of aiding those who have been injured in the service of their country. The event is such an interesting experience. It's one I wanted to take a moment to go over how cool it is. So basically, you start a list of casters, templates, if you will. All are prime or primal versions of casters from the game. And here's where the Who's the Boss element comes in. So, for example, let's run a Pharaoh Pact army and see how it runs with Pythagoras. So the caster template provides all of his stat lines, abilities, and feat, but not a spell list. So here's where the hobby side of the event comes in. This is just a template. You still have to create a model. The model must have the same base size, so we're looking for a model that has a medium base. So looking around trying to find something a little Dr. Arcadia-ish, we come across the Brood Thrall. Needs some more Pharaoh. So hit up the PP site and we get a Lord Carver head and put it on. Okay, it's coming along. Since the template still comes with Rapture, Pythagoras' weapon, let's hit the PP site up again and grab Pythagoras' weapon. Okay, ta-da! Now we have a new Pharaoh Prime Pythagoras caster. Or for short, we'll call him Fargosh. Pointy finger makes me feel like he's suffering from some sort of disco fever. So let's go with Fargosh the Fever. That's it. So we have a new caster to play at this event. Need an army. So you start off by designing a 25-point list for him. Let's see, some heavy war beasts for the feet, some slaughterhousers so that they can go up to an effective armor 17 in melee under Fargosh's -2 strength to enemy models. The little bubble he has. And a Roadhog, because, hey, Roadhog Animus per turn, cause who doesn't like to have free sprint each turn? Now we enter to the spell draft side of this event. You would go to, you sit down with a group of people and one of the Nova Nomads, and you get set in these little pods. And basically it's, you get stacks of spells that are drafted very much like done in card drafting for Magic the Gathering. You basically have the stack and you choose a spell from the stack in your hand, and then you pass the stack to the person sitting next to you. And then you turn to your other side and you take the stack from the person that was sitting on the other side of you. You then look through that new stack and pick out a new spell and then pass the stack, and lather, rinse, repeat. You just keep passing the stacks around, taking a spell out each turn. Now the first two spells, you get about 2.5 minutes to choose from. The spells 3 and 4, you only get about 2 minutes, and then spells 5 through 8, you're only left with a minute. So the further along you go, the less time you have to look through the stacks and choose a spell. Once you have all 8 of your spells, you'll choose only as many spells as the caster has Fury or Focus -1. So since Pythagoras, Fargosh has a Fury of 7, he can only have up to 6 spells. We'll go with these 6. Now that we have our spells, we can finish our army off with an additional 10 points. This is where you turn around and you would try and optimize the spell list that you have chosen with those last 10 points. Something like this. If you wanted to, you could even cut back out of your prior list at $2 a point donated to the charity. So we could drop a Min Bone Grinder unit to, say, a 3rd Razor Boar, and then we would just donate $4 towards the charity. It's a charity event after all. So let's talk about the charity. The event is sponsored by Wounded Warriors Project. The organization is driven to raise awareness and aid for the need of the injured service members. It's an amazing group and could use as much help that we as a community could provide. So how can we help? Well, the Nova Nomads have made it as easy as clicking a link. In the description of this video, you will find a link to the project's donation page. On the donation page, there's a big red button for donating. You would just click it and donate. Anywhere from $1 on up, you can donate as little or as much as you're comfortable providing to this amazing group. To add to the fact that you're donating to an amazing cause, the Nova Nomads will be holding a raffle. The raffle will be drawn at the event, but is not limited to those attending. For every $10 donated to the charity, the Nova Nomads will place your name into the raffle. If your name is drawn, you will have a choice between a Google Nexus 7 Android tablet or a Privateer Press huge base model of your choice. How cool is that? Here in the United States, May 26 is Memorial Day, and while we're taking time to honor those who have passed in service of our country, wouldn't it be a great day to also donate to an organization that supports those who are still with us today? And for those around the world, I would ask you, help us to help our soldiers and veterans in honor of the sacrifices that they make for us. Thank you for your time and watching this video. Dowdark out.